Hello, my name is John Martin. I work for the University of Wisconsin-Madison Division of Information Technology in the Department of Academic Technology. My job is to help faculty figure out how to use technology in their courses in ways that make sense. As part of that, or in addition to that, I also teach a class called the Wisconsin Experience Seminar, and that gives me firsthand chance to play with some of the things that I try to help people with. So for example, today I'm going to talk about embedding a Facebook stream in Desire to Learn, or here at UW-Madison we call it Learn at UW. We've branded it at that. So I've got a Facebook stream here that fits in with my Facebook page that I've created for the class, and I only have 19 people in my class right now, and 13 of them have liked it. So I used a page instead of a group. That way I wouldn't exclude anybody who didn't want to participate in Facebook. But I figured this is just another place for me to put my Desire to Learn or Learn at UW news items. If they like it, it shows up in their Facebook feed, and it's possibly another way to get a set of their eyes on the information that I need to communicate through the class. So we're going to talk about how to create this little widget here in Learn at UW or Desire to Learn. So to do that, let's go to Course Admin and edit the course. And we will create a widget. Creating widgets is a very scary thing. It's actually not. We'll create a widget, big blue button up here, and we'll call it Facebook course page feed. I'm going to put this as test because I've got another one going on. I could add a description here. Nobody will see this except for you as the administrator of your Desire to Learn page, course page. The important stuff we want to do here is we want to look at this Content tab. So we're going to click on Content, and it'll populate up here. And this is where we will enter our information here. Now, in order to get the information, we're just going to add an iframe. So we're going to get to this HTML source page right here, and that will show up in the background or in a separate window. Let's go back to where we need to go. On the Facebook developers page, and I think probably the easiest way to find this is to Google and do some sort of a search for embedding Facebook feed. You'll eventually get to developers.facebook.com/docs/reference/plugin/like-box, or I don't know if you can even see this, but you can type that in if you'd like. I think Googling it's probably easier. I always Google it. But what this page does is it gives you a social plugin that enables Facebook page owners to attract and gain links from their own site. Basically, it lets you embed this. There's a set of fields that you can fill in here. For example, what is the Facebook page URL? In this box here, it's simply on your Facebook page, grab from the address bar this link, and on the like page, we'll paste it in place there, edit paste, boom, there it is. Under width, we determine how wide we want to make this. If it's going to be on a side column, a very narrow column, you might want to make it 200. You can see that it'll be previewed right along there. 200 is too narrow for me. This is not really the right amount of space for me. So I'm going to make mine 500, figuring that most of my students are using wider screens, and I want the page to be pretty wide. So the height of it, same thing. If I only wanted to show one post at a time, I might say, oh, I just want it to be 100, but really that doesn't show much information there, so I'm going to keep it at 400. Color scheme light, you can see what it looks like light or dark. I like light. And show faces just means that if they have a post at the bottom, I'm sorry, these are of the people who like the page. I want the people to show up on the page, so I'm going to click on that, show stream. I'm not going to show header because that just adds this find us on Facebook thing, which I don't care about. I'm going to have the link elsewhere. And if they click on any of these links in the thing, they will get there anyway. So it just takes up extra room as far as I'm concerned. We click on Get Code, and we have options here. HTML5 code. If you know how to deal with this stuff, you can go ahead and do that. I'm just going to grab the iframe because that's easiest. So I click on that, I edit, I copy, click on OK, and now I have to go back to my to the widget that I'm editing. That item is gone. It's actually right there, the HTML source editor. I'm going to type in some quick tags here. I don't know if they're needed or not. What is it, the header tag, right? And then the slash header tag. I'm actually not an HTML guy, so I'm making this up right now. But I do know that this iframe typically gets placed inside the body tag, right? Somebody will correct me on this, or it just won't work. So click on update. We'll see what it looks like. It looks like it's working. There it is. We can save and close. I'm just going to leave that right like that. Save and close. And now this Facebook course page feed that we tested here, we're going to preview it. I think that's preview, right? Customize. No. There, that's a preview one for the magnifying glass. We preview it, and the widget's going to look like that. Hey, that is what we want it to look like. That's exactly what we want it to look like. I'm going to change that. So now all I have to do, close that, and on my home page, I'm going to add it. So the home page that I'm using right now is CP Fall 125, CP 125 Fall. I click on that. That's this one here. Click on it. It should give me my edit homepage page. And there are all the different widgets. I'm going to add a widget right here in this column at the bottom. You'll see that I already have one up here at the top. And that's for the one that already exists, but I'm redoing this one. I'm going to add the Facebook course page test. I click on that, I click on the check, click on add, and you'll see that it comes in with that super heavy and I think oppressive white on black for me. But that's okay, we can change that later. I scroll down, I save and close. Boom, it's all saved. I go back to the mini bar here at the top, and there is my original Facebook stream, which I already had there, but that's not the one that we created. It's got the people on the bottom, that's nice to know. It's got whatever posts people put in there. And down below, I've got a Google map that I embedded. That might be a different video. And then below the Google map, there's the one that we just created, that test, Facebook course face page test. Same information on it, and that's great. Now you'll notice that this information, CP125 Wisconsin Experience Seminar, this information is actually just the same information that I have in my news feed there. Let me show that again. The latest news feed should be no class October 30th, but ... And on the Facebook page, or I'm sorry, that's the Facebook page feed, my news item is no class for October 30, but blah, blah, blah. Now the cool thing about this is that all of the links that show up in Desire to Learn do not show up in the Facebook page. Why is that a cool thing? You see no links here. That's a cool thing, and you can see it here as well. That's a cool thing because It's actually very ugly. But it says that there's news here. If I had links to articles or to Google pages, Google documents, and I do that in some other, like my syllabus here, anybody with this link can access it and see it. And for some of my student assignments, I have them sharing their own Google document among them, and I don't want that to be on a public Facebook page. So here they have information, but there are no links to that information shared here. So that works out well for me. That's how I do it. And my name again is John Martin. I'm at johnmartin@wisc.edu. If you have any questions, give me a call or ping me. And I hope that you found this Facebook stream video helpful. Thanks.